All right, people, welcome back. Thank y'all for coming back and joining us on Real Tough Talk. You already know Stephen J. Ghost here together, going over the championship games now. Now, you just came from watching the Final Four in the last video, where we saw Misfits beat Sour, and we saw YG's, which is Young Gods, beat Damage. And now you got the championship game. You're going to have the Young Gods, who are the number 3 seed, that's going to face the Misfits, who are the number 4 seed. Now, these two teams played in a regular season where YG's coming away with the win 18-12. My question to you before we start, how important you think was it that these two teams met up in a regular season?
Obviously you get more experience facing a team, so you know what they like to do, who's the players you have to focus on, what strategy you want to put against this team to help slow down their momentum. So experience is everything. It's good to it's good to know a team, but to play them and be on the same field as them, you get a better feel of how this team moves, and you're able to respond to them when you play again in the playoffs.
I kind of agree with you because we just seen back-to-back seasons in EHS. Carver faced Super Friends, and Super Friends kind of beat them by a marginal victory. I believe it was 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then we seen Carver versus Underrated, and Carver was able to beat them pretty easily. And I think the main important was both games, neither team had played each other in the regular season. So sometimes the teams develop the advantage. Sometimes if you play them, the game is a little closer because you have an idea who the team is. But if you haven't played each other, then sometimes it's like a needle in a haystack. If a team gets hot, it's hard for the other team to adjust, as we saw in both games as Super Friends won versus Carver, and Carver versus one versus Underrated. So I do believe that playing in the regular season is very important. So I laugh when guys say the regular season doesn't matter. I laugh when guys say, well, I see you in the championship, or the playoffs only matter. When the regular season is how you develop cohesiveness. Did I say it right?
Cohesiveness, yeah.
Yeah, I said it close enough. We get it. As with the team, in order to be able to prepare yourself in the playoffs. So that's why I think the regular season is very important. Now, with this game, 2 completely different types of quarterbacks. You just seen both quarterbacks successful. Chino for Misfits, I think this is very important. We've seen him play the best first half he played in the last game he played versus Sour. And we've seen Fish kind of beat the teams, making moves in the pocket. Very mobile quarterback. 2 different teams, but they are also 2 very aggressive, loud teams. So one thing this game is not going to be is quiet.
Definitely. Obviously, these teams are from, wait, no, I'm gonna let you do the interview first, and then I'm gonna say that.
All right, we're gonna
interviews.
We're gonna jump to a few of the interviews, and then I'll let you bring your last take, and then we'll get into the game. We'll be right back.
What's going on? Stephen J here with Mr. T, owner of the Misfits. People laughed at y'all all season. They ain't take y'all serious. How it feels to be in the chip game right now?
It feels great. Everybody else, we here. They laughed, they counted us out. Now look where we at.
You have a team, you playing a team right now in YG similar to y'all. Fiery, aggressive. How do you keep your guys holding composure coming into the second game?
Now, we're not holding no composure. We coming out here to ball out. We with them. These are our niggas, but right now they not. They the other team right now. They stopping us.
They're saying that Chino's going to be the one to give the game away, your quarterback. What do you think about that?
If Chino's going to give it away, he want to be quarterbacking for us. That's it. He ain't giving nothing away. We come here to take this shit.
All right, we're going to thank Mr. T for being here with us. They in the chip next game and see what happens. Right. What's going on? Stephen J here with Machine, captain of the YGs. Right now, you're about to play Misfits for the championship. They said they mess with y'all cool, but once the game start, they don't know y'all. What you say about that?
I mean, I respect it. That's how it's supposed to be. Just like them. They already know. There's no friendship. There's no talking. There's no hee-hee-ha. It's wartime. It's money time.
How do you keep the defense focused coming against Chino, who's a high-caliber gunslinger?
Man, they just got to listen, man. That's it. My young boys go ball out. We go take this, man. They listen. We got this in the bag, man.
They said they're gonna force Fish to throw the ball and not let him beat him running. You think Fish is capable of taking over the game with his arm?
Yes. I got faith in my guy. I got faith in Fish.
All right, we're gonna take Machine. They're in the chip right now where they want it to be versus Misfits. We're gonna see what happens. All right. Thanks, bro.
All right, welcome back. So what do you think, Ghost?
I mean, obviously these teams know each other. You know, they're familiar with each other. You know, they get along pretty well. They pretty much said that in the interview. Both sides said that. But obviously, just because you know somebody doesn't mean that, you know, you're going to take it easy on them. That's pretty much what they said. So, you know, both these teams are energy-fueled teams. So they're going to come give everything that they got. And knowing that they're playing against teams that are a team that's they're familiar with, a lot of the guys get along, that's not going to stop them from bringing in that energy. In fact, I think that it's going to bring them that much more energy into the game when they're facing each other off. They're facing each other.
All right, we're going to jump into the game right now. Right now, we're going to see the young guys get the ball first, and we'll get into the game. First down, Fish throws a Peanut, who has a step on X on the sideline, caught in the end zone for the touchdown. Fish gets the extra point, 7-0. YG scored right away on first down. They take the shot, and I think this was key to take the shot on X. I don't think X is Mix's best defender. I think that will go to Killer. They go after X, and they're able to score right away.
I think that they just caught them by surprise on that route there. As you see, X is not in position to close the gap with Peanut as he cuts inside. By the time he made that move, X is already beat. There was nothing that he could do, and that was just an easy pass for Fish, getting him their first score there.
We seen Peanut make plays. He's just not a knucklehead loud guy anymore. This guy's a playmaker, and he's definitely making plays. Misfits get the ball back. Second down at the 48-yard line. Chino throws to Manny open in the middle for a nice gain in the first down. Listen, Manny is a weapon, and the thing is, he's not a diva. You know, he just wants to win, and Chino loves going to him, finds him here. Chino then throws to Manny near the sideline for a decent gain, getting him to the 3-yard line. Second to go, Chino finds Killer in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. X gets the 2-point conversion, 8-7. Misfits take the lead.
And unlike that last drive with Fish taking the ball, throwing the ball downfield on first down, Chino takes his time. He drives down the field, he gets his check downs, he gets the first down, and he drives his way into the end zone. We know Chino's a person who's a downfield guy, but here he's taking his time, he's getting his yardage, taking what the defense can get, gives him, and he's able to find his way to the end zone right there.
And now we're gonna show the kickoff, and you know if we're showing the kickoff, something happens.
Yeah.
Mula with a nice return, getting him all the way to the 30-yard line for an out. Let me tell you something. Mula is a dangerous kick return. Now, my issue with him is he's not as consistent because sometimes he either hesitates to hit the hole or he goes away from it. So he tends to not be as consistent as a Shannon, like who can touch, who can score on any time.
Yeah.
But one thing about it is when he makes a play, he makes it big. And that's the thing about Mula. When he finally does hit that home run, it's a big one. And he gets him clearly downfield with a lot of yards on his kick return. Big play by him. First down, Fish throws to Markel, cutting in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Killer picks him up too late from the sideline, and he's able to score for the touchdown. 13-8, they score right back. Hopefully I'm not vouching up his name, Markel. I think that's his name. But the fact is that they gave Fish a short field. I want Fish to attempt to move the ball down the field. I want him to earn his yards. But with that big kick return to Mula, they made his job even easier. He's able to find Markel for the touchdown. Killer gets there a little too late. He can't make those mistakes. He's their best defender. When seeing the opportunity, he has to go after it and make it. He doesn't make the play here, and they're able to score.
And the thing about this is it seems like Killer makes almost the same mistake that X makes on that last drive. Because he gives him too much space, he doesn't slide over on the cut. Markel is able to beat him in the end zone. He's not able to react in time, and he's able to score right back.
This is going to be fun. This play right here. Misfits get the ball back. It's first down. And the guys are yelling at Chino, do not throw deep. And what does Chino do? He lines up in the Babe Ruth style and points out his shot. And what does he do? He throws deep to X on the sideline, incomplete. And that's going to end the first down play. We only showed that is because one thing I can say about Chino, when he's playing the game, he has a good time doing it. Let me tell you guys something. As a former player, once your time is up, it's up. You got to enjoy every moment. Now, maybe he shouldn't be doing that in the championship game.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, similar to Manny Ramirez, remember Manny being Manny?
Yeah.
Being Chino. But we're going to jump right back in. After getting the first down, Chino on fire rush runs in the gap for a decent gain. Chino using his feet. Second down, Chino throws the man on the sideline, getting him to the 12-yard line. Third down, Chino finds Lalo in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, the defense leaves in front of the end zone, leaving them wide open. Chino makes them pay, and they take the lead 14-13. Listen, at the end of the day, when he's having a good time, he's even more dangerous. He's able to score for the touchdown.
And that just shows confidence right there. He knows that he can get by this defense. So he was able to take a shot knowing that he still had the first down, and he's able to, drive down the field and still make the plays that he needs to get in the end zone, including running, using his feet to get the yardage that he needs. Lalo is a big guy. As soon as he gets to that spot, you're not getting by him when the ball is thrown. So you have to be in the vicinity to knock the ball down. They don't do that. They don't react. And because of that, they're able to score again.
14-13 Misfits. 4 and out on the next drive. Third down after 2 short plays. Fish on fire rush. Throws a jigger in the gap. Manny gets a hand in it, knocks it away. I don't think Manny gets enough credit on the defensive side of the ball. He makes a big play here. Fourth down at the 25. Fish on fire rush. Throws a jigger in the front of the end zone. Passes high and drop. Turnover on downs. That is their first stop of the day by Misfits. That is a big stop, especially stopping them from jumping right back into the game. Huge stop by the defense.
And that is a crucial drop. Now, I'm not going to say that Jigga is supposed to jump out the gym to get that ball, but we already know the rule of the game is if you get your hands on it, you got to come down with it. You got to come down with that catch. That was a big catch. I believe that was in the end zone. It was in front of the end zone. So that was another score that this team could have had, but unfortunately the ball he wasn't able to hold on to the ball, and that leads to this team, the YG's first turnover of the game.
Second down, Chino on fire rush runs to the sideline, get him to the 49-yard line. If you look here, Speedy at Giver getting beat by Chino. You can't allow that to happen. You can't allow Chino to beat you with his feet, and they do there. After getting the first down, Chino throws a killer in the gap, getting to the 10-yard line. They're giving him way too much space in the gap. Chino's just chopping the field up. Third down, Chino on fire rush, throws the man back in the end zone, picked off by Los, giving the ball back to the young guys. If you look here, X was open on the sideline. The pressure came in, TP was put the block. Let me tell you something. You know what my issue is? I'm not a singer.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a dancer.
Okay.
It's not what we do.
Yeah.
I don't know what made them believe that TP all of a sudden is a blocker. I don't know who gave him that memo. I don't know if it's Halloween and he dressed up in the huddle with someone else and they got confused.
Yeah.
I don't know if they thought all of a sudden he was going to be like an Orlando Pace or something like that. But this made no sense. It's third down.
Yeah.
All you need to do is have Chino dump the ball up or something like that, get a little closer. They attempt to leave TP to block. Chino makes a huge mistake trying to get the ball to Manny back in end zone. Los makes him pay. Let me tell you something. Los, I coached this kid. When his head, if he keeps his head on the swivel, and I'm just means in general, meaning keeping in the game, this kid is dangerous. This kid has been through a lot of tragedies in his life. So a lot of times that interrupts his game. But when he's able to channel all that emotion and play his game, he can be dangerous. And he makes a play here, a huge play in the championship game for the stop, big interception.
Now, there was so much wrong with this play, and I'm going to go through. First of all, you mentioned that TP was staying a block. On third down, I would rather him be a receiver out there, be an extra target for Chino or whatever. So I don't think that this was a good idea. But the fact that the fact that wasn't mentioned is Chino at five rush doesn't even give TP an opportunity to block. As soon as five rush comes, he threw the ball.
That means he had no confidence in his block.
Yes. So my thing is not only that, but he's quick to throw the ball. I don't know what's going through his head, but if you look and span on the left side, X is open on the sideline. Even if he's not in the end zone, that gets you close. Remember, this is only third down. You don't have to get it all on the third down play. Get as close as possible. Maybe you can run it in and stick the ball in the end zone. Make it easier for yourself. But Chino does not do it on his drive, and this is this team's first turnover of the game. This is an opportunity for them to run away with this game going into the half, and they lose opportunity to do so here.
YGs get the ball, but they can't score before the half. That's going to take us into the half. 14-13 Misfits.
Listen, this right here was a huge opportunity missed for the Misfits. They could have started the momentum this drive, the last drive that they had. They could have started the momentum, put the game away. Because then, think about it. After the half, they get the ball back. So they could have gotten the ball back. They could have put it away, possibly. But because they throw themselves off with that drive right there, they miss an opportunity, and they give YG's life in the second half. They got to make sure that they do not give up these opportunities, because the other team are going to take advantage. Hopefully, Chino and his offense understands that, because right now their defense wasn't able to stop them but one time in the first half, and you don't know how successful they're going to be in the second. They got to put up points in the second.
If I'm YGs, listen, I'll take this, because Chino, in the first game that we just saw, he went 1 for 4 in the second half after going 3 for 3 in the first. So we got him out of his rhythm. The guy went 2 for 2 in his first drives, scoring on both possessions, and now we stopped him. So that's the key. We are more confident for the fact that we stopped him, and we know he's not a second half quarterback. He struggles. So we're good with that. On the other side of the ball, listen, I am not worried about a team that we just seen give up 36 points to the Little Rascals in the first round of the playoffs and 26 points to Sauer in the second round of the playoffs. This team gets up points. So we're going to have our opportunities to score points. We just got to slow their offense down. And we know Chino for a fact is not a second half quarterback. So as long as we stay to that mentality, as long as we stay to that, the game plan, I think we'll be fine. We're going to jump into the second half. After getting the first down, Chino on 5 rush, throws deep to TP in the gap, high, incomplete. If you look here, Killer open short, but everybody else runs deep. It shouldn't matter who else ran deep. Killer's open short. He didn't go for the check down. Jump to third down. We're blocking from Lalo. Chino throws the TP on the sideline, knocked away by Abe. If you look here, Chino could have ran. He doesn't. Fourth down, Chino throws short to Killer, who runs to the 10-yard line, turnover on downs. Now listen, first of all, I thought they should have punt, maybe get to like the 2. But I don't mind this play. At the end of the day, we didn't capitalize on a lot of plays on this. I think we left points on the field. And that's the second time we got stopped. Do a pick the last one, and this one, they got stopped. So if they didn't look good this drive, that is a wasted opportunity. Fish gets the ball back. He throws a jigger on the sideline, who makes a good catch through contact. Nice game at the 45-yard line. That is a great pitch and catch, more of a catch than the pitch. To make a catch like that with contact shows a lot of heart and determination. Great play there. Second down, Fish throws a peanut in the gap, who runs for a decent gain and a first down. Got to keep Peanut involved in the game. Fish rolls right on 5 rush, throws to Hollywood on the sideline, bobbled and dropped. Second down, Fish scrambles on 5 rush, throws a machine in the gap high, picked off by Killer, giving the ball right back to Misfits. Like I said, Killer is their best defensive player. He's definitely a playmaker. Comes with a huge interception here.
And obviously, if you see the play, that was because the pressure was coming in. Fish is scrambling back and forth, so he's not able to make an accurate throw. Completely misses machine there, and leads to the interception by Killer. This was second down, so this was a bad interception here. He's under pressure. He's not able to get anything done. I would say try to run, maybe. If you look at this play, I believe he had some lane. Maybe take a chance, or at least take the sack. You cannot afford to throw a pick on second down, because you do not know what the next 2 downs hold for you. So taking that chance of making that throw was unnecessary, was ill-advised, and because of that, it leads to Killer getting that interception there.
Second down, Chino throws the X running on the sideline with contact. The pass is dropped. I already said my issue with X. He does not play well through contact. A lot of times we see when the defender's in the vicinity or he has an opportunity to get hit, it's 50-50. And this one was on the other side, the 50 of the drop. After getting the first down, Chino with 2 short passes for a decent game. Fourth down at the 2-yard line, Chino throws an X cutting in the back of the end zone. The pass is behind him, and with contact from Los, the pass is incomplete. Turnover on downs, giving the ball right back to Young Guards. They cannot score again. The last 3 possessions, they've been stopped with a 1-point lead. Great play by them on the defensive side.
And it's a couple things. First of all, did X have space on that play? Yes. So I'm not minding that throw, but it got to be more accurate, and you cannot throw the ball when he's cutting across the field where he's at. You have to lead him into the pass, and because he doesn't do that, it gives those opportunities to make a defensive play.
Young Guys gets the ball back. Second down, Fish throws the machine in the gap. He runs on the sideline for a decent play. But Mula gets flagged for blocking the back, loss of 10 yards. Tell me about the call.
Yes. If you see, it was on the tail end of the play, so it was an unnecessary block anyway. So that's unfortunate because all the yards you got are gonna get taken right back, and that is an effort that's lost and a loss of down because it was at the end of the play. So you not only lose it down, but all that effort on that play is taken away. That's an unfortunate penalty there.
Third down, Fish on 5 rush throws to Hollywood in the gap. Hollywood stops, running incomplete. YGs have to punt. That was a big mistake on that block in the back by Mula. I think that hindered this drive. Machine had a lot more yards to gain, and he did not need Mula's help. And Mula trying to do too much cost him a lot of yards. Then on this play, Fisherman and Hollywood haven't really worked well the last 2 games. Counting this one, they have been off because Fish haven't really been going to him. I think Hollywood caught 1 pass in the last game. So that's why they're not on the same level here. And once again, the Misfits defense come away. This is their 4th stop in a row. Yes, one of the stops was there was not a lot of time left, but it's still considered a stop. 4 stops in a row, up 1 point, and your offense can't help you. They got to make a chance, give this defense a lot of help, and they're not. Great stop again by this defense. Chino gets the ball back. With 3 passes in the gap, getting to the 10-yard line, 4th and goal. Chino on 5 rush scrambles, throws the X in the back of the end zone. The ball is dropped. 1 minute left in the game, turnover on downs. X drops a huge touchdown that could have put this team up 7.
And that is probably the most unfortunate thing to happen in this point of the game, because if you look at Chino, he's not only is he scrambling, but he is stretching out the play, trying to give opportunity for the receiver to get open. So he's holding on to the ball, risking getting contacted by the defender rushing in. So he's holding on. And then right in the pocket, he throws the ball to X. Yes, it's not a perfect pass, but it's right there for X to let it drop right in his hand. And unfortunately, X is not able to hold on to it. That is a drop touchdown. That was definitely a touchdown. No ifs, ands, or buts. I cannot put this on Chino. Yes, Chino has not been playing well in the second half, but this was definitely a touchdown. That's unfortunate that X is not able to hold onto it, but that's another turnover for this Misfits team.
Remember, the score is 14-13 Misfits. Fish on 5 rush throws a jigger open in the gap, who runs out of bounds to stop the clock. After getting the first down, Fish throws a Hollywood in the middle, getting him to the 7-yard line, 20 seconds left on the clock. Second and goal, Fish finds Chris cutting in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, TP gets beat as Chris cuts from the sideline. 19-14, take the lead.
And on plays like this, what do I always say? In the goal line, you don't need to be playing man. Everybody needs to be talking. Everybody needs to be switching back and forth. TP was supposed to stay on the sideline and not be left to guard him by himself, because all it takes is one move to create separation. And that's what happened with Chris. And Chris is a hard receiver to guard because of his height and his wingspan. So as soon as he gets that space, it's all over. And that's exactly what happens. Fitch is able to spot him in the back of the end zone, and he's able to get him that pass for the touchdown there. What a great way for Fish to connect with Chris in that point of the drive, getting him the lead 19-14.
Misfits get the ball back. They're going to end up trying to throw it up from their own 20-yard line, picked off by Machine. Ending the game, YG's Young Guards are your BQFL champions.
And this is a well-earned championship by this Young Guards team. You saw them play a tough game prior, against Damage, and you see them play a tough game here where they just wait to their last drive to take the lead to win. This could have been put away. This could have went the other way, but they kept fighting. They kept in the game. Their defense kept making stops that gave Fish and his offense an opportunity to get the lead late in the game. So that is the team not giving up. That is the team still playing hard and not falling apart by the seams, not start arguing with each other. They just kept at it, and that is why I say this is a well-earned championship for this Young Guards team. Well on them to win this well on them to stay in it and win it for themselves here.
We're gonna go to some of the interviews, and we're gonna be right back.
Stephen J, Real Tough Talk here with Fish, came away with the championship victory and the championship MVP. A lot of pressure on you. You switched quarterbacks this season. When with you, how did it feel knowing that your team got confidence in you going into this game?
I mean, I'm feeling really blessed. I'm feeling that my team have confidence enough to believe in me to get the job done. Honestly, I feel like we was the team to come in to win it all, and everybody doubted us because at the end of the day, we didn't start out strong, so that's understandable. But I'm really glad my team stuck out with me to get the job done.
3 touchdown passes. You ran an extra point in. How are you in the zone? So, from like I said to Lowe's, how are you in the zone from the word go?
I would say my mother. My mother, I recently lost her. July 27th, it's an emotional thing. She had got the COVID shot, and things got worse for her from there, and she didn't last long. So I put the season off for my mother. So I asked you guys, believe in me and believe that I can get the job done this season. And just hopefully get the job done, and that's what we did. It come from 3 tough comeback wins, and it's unbelievable. Like I would feel like I watched a lot. I've been in the BQFL since I was like 15, 16, and I would say like this is honestly one of the best finishes I ever been a part of or ever seen in the BQFL, to come back from that many points in a playoff series and win, to be down so many points. It's great. It's amazing. It feels even better to win this from home.
What would you say your mom is thinking right now?
She's proud of me. I would say she's really proud of me because it started raining because we was down one point in the last drive. It was raining. She was mad. She was upset. But then the rain, we got to win. The rain cleared up. So I think she's proud of me right now.
All right, we're going to thank Fish, send him our condolences. But his mom is definitely proud of him. Got a lot of hardware here. Definitely championship. Gonna appreciate his greatness. Great game, bro. Congratulations. What's going on? Stephen J here with Misfits. Captain TP coming off of a heartbreaking loss, 19-14. What happened in the second half? What happened? Chino had the ball several times, was not able to score, got stopped in the red zone a few times. What happened?
He just wasn't focused enough, man. We was, like you said, we was in the red zone like 5-6 times, and we couldn't just get in there, man. You know what I mean? We got in the end zone twice. He told us, he told us the defense to give them 2 stops. We went out there, we balled. We gave them more than 2 stops, you know what I mean? But our offense just couldn't handle it the second half. Man.
Do you think the defense could have did a little more to help out?
Yeah, we could have, you know what I mean? A little bit more man, you know what I mean? A little bit more aggressive, but we did what we had to do. We gave them the stops that the O needed, but we just couldn't put it in.
Mr. T ran the team. He went with Chino. Chino got him to a championship. What would you say, Mr. T, as a leader?
I love my man. He's a great GM. Great GM, man. That's my man, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people counted us out. You know what I mean? We was down at the bottom, now we here at the championship. You know what I mean? 2 championships. We lost, but it's all right, man. We be back.
T, what happens to the Misfits coming to fall?
Definitely coming back because Chino owe us, X owe us, TP owe us. Everybody owe me. I lost my money. I need it back.
We're going to thank these guys. Great season, a lot of fun. We're going to see them in the fall.
Shout out to these guys. Appreciate the time for the interview.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I always do, and I talk about the losing team first. If you want to jump in real quick.
Now, I don't know if you had this statistic for this Misfits offense, for both games that they played in this same day.
Mhm.
But in the second half, they went 1-8
Mhm.
in terms of total drops. 1-8. That is terrible. And that is not a way you're going to win a championship at all. Now, yes, we're counting both games, but that just shows that you were not performing in the second half, regardless of the situation. You looked terrible in the second half. Was it only Chino's fault? I don't believe so. Was it certain people didn't step up? Yes, that was a key drop by X, but he's not the only one. Everybody got to step up. There was guys, going into the end zone too early in the drive. So it was a lot of blame can go around, And the sad thing about it is, in the second half, they played some of the best defense they played in the playoffs. In this game, they made 3 straight stops, and they couldn't hold on to the game because they couldn't get no points in. They couldn't get the ball into the end zone. That is unfortunate. Now I'm gonna let you break it down because I just want to point that out. That is not a way you're gonna win the championship, and you saw it here.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say that, but I'm gonna get a little farther with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In 2 games in the first half, this team went 5 for 6.
Yes.
They scored on 6 possessions. They scored 5 times in the first half of both games combined. Second half, 1 of 8 with 3 interceptions.
Terrible.
In this game, they got stopped in the red zone 3 times. In the red zone 3 times. In the first game, I believe they got stopped twice in the red zone. They're giving up points they're leaving points on the table, but what's worse is they're missing it from the red zone.
Yeah.
So that's definitely an issue. Their defense, listen, their defense played pretty decent. They had, when I look at the numbers, they had YGs actually 2 for 4 in the first half and 1 for 4 in the second half.
Yeah.
So this team was 3 for 8. And then when I go to the first game, they had Sauer, who's a very good offensive team, has good offensive weapons. First half, Sauer went 3 of 4. Second half, Sauer went 1 of 4.
Yeah.
So their defense, the thing when you think about it, their defense plays better in the second half
yes,
than their defense plays in the first half. Their offense plays better in the first half than they do in the second half. So it's all swing and miss. So they need the defense to play perfect in the second half because they don't score points in the second half. That is an issue.
Yeah.
You cannot get stopped that many times in the red zone. But I like to throw blame.
Yeah, you do.
To do the percentages.
The percentage blame, yeah.
So we're gonna put it up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen J's percentage blame. I'm giving it's 100%, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving 25% to the defense. But I don't think it was really their fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give 25%, not even. I'm gonna give 10% to the coaching. I think Mr. T, and they had a guest coach. Not really gonna get into the person who helped them out, gave him some advice, who did very well. Even at one time, didn't allow them to go for the extra point. I believe in the first game, didn't want to mess it up. So they had very good coaching in the second half. I mean, in the game. So that's where we at. So like I said, 25% defense, 10% coaching. So where we at? 35%.
Yeah.
I'm going to put, because Chino was so inconsistent in the second half, not only on his own, I'm going to put the rest on the offense.
The whole offense.
The whole offense as a whole.
Yeah.
So that is what? That is 25% on the defense, 10% on the coaching, and 65% on the offense.
So pretty much this is the offense's fault. That's what you're saying.
Offense lost in this game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. The defense has not played well in the playoffs at all.
Yeah.
They're not a defensive team, but the defense made plays when they had to. If you look at this game alone, the defense, until they gave up 2 touchdowns in the first half. They stopped them 4 times in a row after that. Those 4 times in the row, you know what's a funny thing about it? They were up 1 point.
Yeah.
You were up 14-13, and your defense made 4 consecutive stops. And you couldn't score. I put it on there.
Listen, and what's surprising
Especially,
is, go ahead.
And last thing, and then you'll get yours and we'll talk about YGs.
Mhm.
X just dropped his value. I apologize on behalf of myself for putting X in the same breath as Pablo. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing right now to Pablo. I will bring you flowers. I'll bring you candy. I am sorry. Because for me to say even X is the broke man's Pablo, or Pablo is X, yeah, you get it. X is a poor man's Pablo, is disrespect and blasphemy by me. Okay? X couldn't be Pablo if he wrote Pablo name on his forehead. And this is why. You have an opportunity to put the team away with a simple catch, and you drop the football. A simple catch puts you up 7. Puts all the pressure on the defense, even if you miss the extra point. It puts it on the offense, I'm sorry, because now if they score, they got to decide what, Ghost? Do they want to
go for the tie to win?
Or to win?
Yeah.
Your goal, and then we can talk about YGs.
Now,
I'm sorry, Pablo. I'm sorry.
First of all, that's your fault. You love to compare everybody. That's your problem. You like to compare one person to another, and you define one person by comparing them to another. No, everybody's their own player. That's how I look at it. So X shouldn't be compared to Pablo. That's unfair to him and to Pablo. So I'm going to be on that. But at the end of the day, one person that I didn't hear nothing about on this offense, I'm looking on this paper, I'm looking, whatever. One person I want to ask, does he play for this team? Because I think I saw him play in the last game. Did we see, did Sugar play in this game? Did he play in this game?
Yeah, he did.
We didn't hear his name at all in this game. And he had a couple good big catches in the last game. You didn't hear him at all in this game. So that's another offensive player that did not get the ball. And he's a guy that can make your offense better. Not to say that would have changed everything. No, I think that the offense just played terrible in the second half, and it's just what they do. And no matter what you say, no matter what you do, if they don't fix that, I can't see them winning any more championships. Besides losing this one, there's going to be a regular trend for them if they don't fix this issue and fix it quick, because their defense actually played well in the second half the last 2 games. Their offense played terrible. And that's why I have to agree with your percentage in terms of the offense, because they did give up the game. It's their responsibility to put up points, because we know that their defense is not that great, but the opposite happened, and the defense played better than the offense, and that's why they lost in the end.
I mean, listen, you can't score 45 points against the Little Rascals. You can't score 28 points against Sour and then score 14 points in the chip.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Again, I think Chino really increased his value as a quarterback. He showed, like I said, that not this game.
Yeah.
The last game was the best first half I've seen him play. This game, he did very well in the first half also. He has to put it all together. But I think this team is dangerous. I think this team put a lot together. And I think this team is something to be reckoned with. If they can keep it together, Mr. T must lead the team. He must stay in charge of the team. he did a very good job.
I
But
just
now
hope that they're more consistent on offense. That's
Now
it.
let's get on this YG team. Listen, this team is small. They don't have a lot of big size, whatever, but they're tough, led by Machine. They're fiery, led by a guy like Peanut, loud, aggressive. They're talented with skill, with a guy like Hollywood, Los. You know, they got guys that can make plays, and their quarterback is very dangerous.
And
I think
they
this
have
team-
Chris as a receiver too.
Exactly.
So they have a lot of
This
talent.
team stole a championship
Mhm.
because nobody took this team seriously. Remember, they saying that the game that they beat Primetime was an upset when Primetime was a number 6 seed. So nobody put respect on this team's name, and they showed the ability to shut us up, to shut other teams up, and to shut the league up, because now they're the champs. They did it the way they were supposed to do it. They went against some teams that's possibly better than them.
Yeah.
I think Damage is better than them. I think coaching-wise, Primetime is better than them. And I think talent-wise, Misfits are a little better than them. Combined talent.
Yeah.
But they're the better team. And they did that. And listen, this team, you know, got nowhere else to go but up. They're very talented. They love each other. And this team can make a lot of noise in this division. Congratulations to them. And the championship MVP went to Fish.
Yes. And I just got to say real quick, you talked about people's stock going up in the league. You got to say that Fish's stock went up in the league, at least at quarterback, because he played really good today. He played really good in both games. I believe in this game, he threw 1 interception. And other than that, you know, they got stopped a few times, but he put up 3 touchdowns. He was pretty much doing what he got to do no matter what it is. And he was the one that really helped this team win both of those games. So you got to give him some credit at quarterback. He's good at closing out games when it matters. When the games are close, he knows how to make good decisions to, you know, put his team on top. And that's why you got to give him a lot of credit. He deserved that championship MVP in this game. And I believe if there was a game ball to give for the day, I believe that Fish is one of those guys that deserved it for this whole day. He played really good today.
Well, he threw 6. He went 6 for 14.
Yes.
He scored 6 touchdowns on 14 attempts. So that's pretty good. He used his legs. I mean, he's not, and I don't want to disrespect him.
Yeah.
But all the other quarterbacks, other than Sauer's quarterback.
Yeah. Chi. Yeah.
All the other quarterbacks besides Sauer's quarterback, who I think has talent coming up, Chi, is technically better than him.
Well,
Case from Damage is a little better than Fish.
Yeah.
Chino from Misfits is a little better than Fish. And I think Mr., because of his height and the fact that he got Tiki coaching him, is a little better than Fish. Fish is a playmaker. That's what he does. He's a better playmaker than all of them other quarterbacks. They may be better throwers of the football, but Fish is a better athlete. He's a better, he's not a better he's not a better thrower. He's a better, playmaker than those quarterbacks. And you know who wins games? Playmaking. And that's exactly what he did. So we're going to wrap this one up. Congratulations to the YGs as they come away with the win and are the new BQFL champs, beating Misfits 19-14. We'll be right back.
Oh, he got him.
All right, people, welcome back. We want to thank y'all for joining us again on BQ. All right, people, welcome back. Real Tough Talk. We're going to go over the next division, which is the D2. And we're going to go over the championship game. It's going to be East New York, the number 3 seed, versus Storm, the number 1 seed. Now, Storm beat Sauer in the last round 37-22. Eastern York beat Neuer Worth 23-20. Neuer Worth is a very good team. That's guys with B-Roy, Ken Jack, Prince Mo, have a good team. And Eastern York was able to win that game. So I think it's the tail of the tape is the both quarterbacks, especially Hecko. Hecko coming from the UTF organization to throw for Storm. Hecko fresh off a championship run. He just won a championship in this division. That's in the fall.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, in the spring, because then we did the summer, which is now. So he just won a spring championship with UTF. And now he's attempted to win another championship. If he could get this championship under his belt, he got to be considered an elite quarterback in BQFL in the lower divisions. Like I tell you all the time, similar to, you got heavyweight championship title, and then you got the intercontinental title, which is the second level of talent. And Heckel has to be up there as far as the top quarterbacks in the BQFL in the second level of talent as far as quarterbacks. And Eastern York, listen, Prime may have a weird throwing delivery, and you may question his throwing and say, yo, he's not a great thrower of football, but he wins games. He's like a slower, I hate to say it like this, but like a Lamar Jackson, or because the guy uses his feet a lot, he kind of struggles with his accuracy, but he wins. He's a winner. That's all that matters. It don't matter how we do it. All that matters is that he wins games. The guy is a winner. And that's what makes this team dangerous. And when you got guys like for Eastern York, like Meek and Nas, that's one of the best 1-2 punches in football. Now, Storm got a lot of other guys. Machine and Los are playing with this team, which is awesome, being that they just won a championship with the young guys. They're on this team. Hecko's a main guy. Rich is a guy that you got to talk about. Well, a lot of people know as Rico, another playmaker. This team has weapons. But at the end of the day, what you think is the most important in this game?
Obviously, Storm has Hecko here for a reason. So he's definitely going to be one of the most one of the more important factors of their game. Their playmakers got to show up. Their defense is going to be a key to winning this game, because when you give a person like Prime opportunities, like you said, he's not the best in terms of the delivery and all of that, but he knows how to get into the end zone, either with his feet or with the dump off passes, with the run yards after the catch. This team knows how to get into the end zone. So if they don't play hard in this game, they're gonna have Prime putting up some points that they don't need to give up, and they're gonna have a long game for them if their defense doesn't step up.
All right, we're gonna go into some interviews with both teams, and then we'll be right back.
What's up, Stephen J here with Malik of East New York, boys. Yes, sir. Tell me what it feels like to be back in the championship.
It feel good, man. It's been a while, a couple seasons, man. It just feel good. Want to get it done, man.
You got Storm you're up against. What is your strategy going against some Hecko, their quarterback? He used to throw for UTF.
Yeah. Just try to take away the feelings and certain stuff he liked. We lost against them a couple times, UTF, so we kind of know what they like and stuff. So just try to execute that, and that's about it.
What do you expect from your quarterback, Prime?
To be locked in and focused. Energy, talking his and that's it. I mean, that's it.
All right, we're going to thank Malik for being there in the championship. We're going to see what happens. Thank you, brother. What's going on? Stephen J here with Disco, owner of the Storm. Back in the championship. What you feeling now? Made it all the way back here? What's you feeling right now?
Like you said, we made it back. I'm feeling good. Like us going to chips, winning chips, it never gets old. I'm getting old, but anytime we get here, to me, it's an accomplishment and a good season.
#1 seed all season, made it here to the championship. Is this what the expectations were? I mean, it looks like y'all not worrying about playoffs. Y'all not worrying about top seed. Y'all worrying about chips. But to be the #1 seed and then still make it to a chip, a lot of teams don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, since we started, we've always been the #1 and 2 seed all the time. We won a chip, lost a chip, got knocked in the Final Four. But that's always my goal. Beginning of the season, listen, gentlemen, I'll play for chips over here. I'm used to winning. So if you don't have that mentality, you don't belong here. But a lot of guys buy in, and we know that's our goal. It's not enough to just be #1 seed. We want to take it all the way.
How was it you were able to get UTF quarterback Heckel to throw for you in this division?
To be honest, I've known Heckle being from different leagues and around, and also BQFL. My son Mula was playing with Heckle in LES, and he was like, listen, I respect Disco, I respect your mom's mess. Yo, if y'all need a quarterback, I'll come rock with y'all. And now I asked us, what about UTF? He was with somebody else. He said, nah, Mula, you my man. I love your family. I'm gonna come over and give y'all a season or two. So what's up? And that was all it took.
And it helps that he just won a championship last season.
He went out there before. He got a couple under his belt.
Right.
So
You play East New York, dangerous team, very, especially coming off of the lower seed division, which is the Little Rascals, frustrated with their season. They lost in the next division. What is it like now? Would you expect from that team in combined coming up against y'all?
being that I know East New York Prime, I won chips with them also. This is the team I never sleep on. A lot of people do sleep on him because the way Prime as a quarterback, he doesn't look like the prototypical quarterback, but the boy's a winner. So we're not sleeping on him. He got playmakers who are quiet. They have a good, solid defense most of the time. They do the thing. So I know there are a lot of the tendencies, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy for us. Prime and East New York are always dangerous outs again in any division they're in.
All right, we're going to thank Disco. They're in the championship versus East New York, #1 seed. So to me, the pressure's on them because they expected to win this game. We're going to see what happens. See you soon.
We're going to jump right into the game. East New York is going to go onside. Los never signals for the fair catch. Catches the ball, runs it all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. You look here, the throwing team all step up, giving Los the whole field. Guns gets the extra point. 7-0. Storm starts off early.
And right away, they make a key mistake on the throw-off. Everybody steps up. Nobody but the only person that's left behind in case there's a breakaway is Quick. And once Los gets the ability to run down the field, there's no way Quick is catching him. So this was a bad idea for them to all bunch up, thinking that it was just going to be a routine fair catch. Unless you see the signal for the fair catch, somebody's supposed to be putting a body on Los. Nobody did that. Everybody stood still as soon as they bunched up, and Los was able to run right past them. So what do you do? What are you out there for if you're a special team? If you're not being physical, attacking the ball, they don't do that, and they give up 7 points. They give up 6 points right away, which leads to a 7-0 lead for Storm.
First down, Prime gets the ball. He's going to throw the Meek in the gap. Way off target, picked off by VIP, giving the ball right back to Storm. And like I said, they got a lot of weapons. VIP is a former league MVP. This guy is a playmaker. He makes plays. He makes a big interception here.
And at this point, I'm starting to think, because this was first down, right? It says first down, right?
First down.
If I put money in this game, I'll be chasing these guys right now because I think that they fixed the game for me to lose. That's what it looks like, because not only will give away a throw-off right at the bat, on first down you throw a pick to send the team back on offense? Like, what are you doing? It seems like this game is fixed because there's no way that they're doing this by accident. There's no way that you're making 2 big mistakes on only 2 plays in the game. That's ridiculous. And something needs to happen because now it seems like it's fixed.
After getting the first down, Heckle with 2 passes in the middle for a nice gain, getting to the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal, Heckle finds E in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Nas gets the 2-point conversion. 15-0. Storm.
And not only was that an easy score, but that's because they were given good field position. So after they get the first down, all they have to do is just march down the field. The thing about this is because they were so off kilter from that interception, they never recovered on defense, and all Heckle had to do was drive down the field, get the first down, get the check downs, and then find E in the back of the end zone. So this was a simple drive for him after he was getting after that interception, and the defense never recovered on this drive to give the Storm another easy points to extend that lead.
After getting the first down, Prime with 2 passes in the gap for a decent game. 3rd and goal, Prime throws a Meek in the back of the end zone. Meek with the one-handed catch stays inbound for the touchdown. Quick gets the extra point. 15-7, 2-minute warning. Now let me tell you something. Meek is the next top A player if he could get in the right system. He's playing with underrated now in Expo, and I think that's exactly what he needs. He has the talent. Guy could jump out the gym, has good hands. At times they're a little inconsistent, and it's not because of his catching. He mistimes his jumps. Once he gets that down pat, this high has the ability to be elite and take games over on both sides of the ball. He come up with a highlight made catch. This is a highlight. You see it on the screen. Anytime I say highlight, you're gonna see it on the screen. This is a highlight catch. Great play by him there. Heckel gets the ball. He throws the E, cutting in the middle for a nice game, picking up the first down. East New York does not call timeout, and the clock is running. It was under 2 minutes before. The clock is moving now. Second down, Heckel throws a Los in the middle for a decent gain, getting him to the 5-yard line. Third and goal. Heckel with blocking from Machine finds Los in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. Rich gets the extra point. 22-7 Storm with 23 seconds left. First of all, Machine is not TP. Remember I got on TP last time for blocking, even though he didn't get a chance to block. Machine can block. He gives Heckel too much time. Heckel is filing his taxes. Heckel's checking the weather. Heckel's making himself something to eat, and still had time to throw a touchdown pass. That is way too much time, and then East New York does not call timeout. They let Heckel, the master, another KC of killing the clock, do that and still score a touchdown. All right, East New York gets the ball. They're gonna have a great return here, get them to the 40-yard line, 4 and out. If you look here, Nas misses the tag. Nas thought he got him. That is a clear miss. What do you think of the tag?
I mean, yes, it was like I said, he believed he got him when he slowed down. Yes, it's clear that he missed the tag. That's unfortunate for him. He tried to make a play, didn't get it, and that's some good yardage that was made for this East New York team, much needed as time is running out for them.
Storm calls timeout. Team Storm calls timeout. They're arguing, trying to go over stuff. The timeout ends, and as the game is coming back to play, Heckel calls timeout. The problem with that is it's back-to-back timeouts.
Yes.
15-yard gain for East New York, a team that started off slow. And they got the ball at the 10-yard line with an opportunity to score, and they get the ball back at half. So that's huge.
Yes.
Last play of the half, Prime is on 5 versus going to throw it to Meek in the back of the end zone, picked off by Los, taking us into the half, 22-7. That is pathetic because they gave you an opportunity to score with back-to-back timeouts, and this man throws an interception, taking us into the half.
So now I'm going to, emphasize further on East New York. Obviously, they started this game terrible. They didn't start off as a team that looked like they were in a championship. They started off as a team that this is their first time ever playing football, the way that they're looking out there. You don't give up an onside like that, giving the one player a whole lane to run down the field. Mistake, huge mistake. Then on the second one, first down, Prime gives it to VIP, interception right away. They give up, the defense, Heckel's on rhythm. They're giving them too much time, and that's why they're scoring like this. They score right back, but after that, they give up an opportunity. So all of this is momentum. All of this is decision-making, and they haven't been a better team when it came to decision-making. They got to do better in the second half, and they got to get these guys, Meek and Nas, in the game. They got to. That's what they're there for. So if you don't do these two things, they're going to have a long game with this Storm team already up 2 scores, and they're going to have a problem in the second half if they don't adjust.
If I'm Storm, I feel East New York do not belong on the same field as me. We scored 3 times on 3 possessions. Prime threw 2 interceptions on 3 possessions. We gave them an opportunity to score with double timeouts, and they still couldn't score. We're better than this team. We're a better offensive team. We're a better defensive team. And Disco's a better leader than Pop. Let me tell you something. I got on Pam's.
Excuse me.
One of the best coaches of all time for Carver.
Mm-hmm.
I've got on Tone, one of the best coaches of all time, Super Friends. So anybody can get it.
Yeah.
I need Pop to stop walking up the sideline, saying, can I get a spot? I need him to stop saying, you know, it's too easy. And I need him to coach. Your team gave up a kickoff return when a guy that didn't call a fair catch. One mistake. Your quarterback throws an interception early in the game. Another mistake. They allow Los to get another interception in the red zone after the team makes two turnovers. I mean, 2 timeouts. Another mistake. This team is making mental mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's what your coach is there for. I don't need to know how many chips you have. I don't need to know the things that you've done. I need you to coach, or you don't need to be on the sideline. Do your job. And if they don't respect you enough that you are their coach, then don't coach.
Yeah.
Just own the team. And if I was Pop, after this first half that Prime had, I would have benched him and Chris would have thrown.
Ooh.
At the end of the day, Storm is the better team. They're the number 1 seed. One thing Disco is great at, and his wife is great at, is going and getting talent.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. That's why they're here. And they're up 22-7. We're going to jump into the second half. After getting the first down, Prime with blocker from Malik. Those are to Nas, who beats Red in the corner for the touchdown. Nas gets the extra point, the 2-point conversion. 22-15. They must have got the memo because they went after, they got one of their other best playmakers involved, and they scored right away.
And one thing I would say is, you know, Malik giving Prime opportunity to scramble as he blocks for him, giving him that extra time. And all Prime had to do was get the ball in X's vicinity. He saw the one-on-one with Red. Nothing against Red, but he can't match up with Nas.
Not at all. Not on his best day. Not on his best day.
So he can't match up with them. It's hard for me to find a lot of players on Storm that can match up with Nas at this point, because he is a difficult receiver to guard with his height, his wingspan, and his athleticism. So this guy was a mismatch from the gate. And because Prime saw that, that was a good decision to get him the ball, to get them their score in the first half. They needed this to get back in this game, and finally they're showing some life in the second half.
Heckle gets the ball back. He's going to throw the E on the sideline, who runs across the field for a nice game. If you look here, Jada at corner was watching the quarterback. He's another playmaker. You got to find a way to stop him, because he's going to at least have 5-6 catches, because he is Heckle's safety. Heckle with 2 passes getting him to the 5-yard line. Sideline is talking to Jada, giving Jada too much information. Seems like he don't know where he's out in the field. 4th and goal with blocking from Machine. Heckle throws a moolah in the front of the end zone. Knocked away by Jada. Turnover on downs. Heckle threw the ball too late. Listen, I like the fact that Jada made a mistake early and they tightened it up at the end and made the play when he needed to. I give props to this team. They look a lot better, a lot more organized, and they make their first stop of the day. Prime is going to get the ball back. He's going to throw the Nas on the sideline, knocked away by Red. I like the fact that Red stepped up after giving up that big play to Nas and knocks this one down. 3rd down, Prime throws a Chris in the gap. High, incomplete. East New York will have to punt. You just got the ball. You just made a stop. You can't even move it, and they have to punt. And then if you look here, even the punt is bad. They was trying to give him a 4 and out, and they don't. The punt is bad, and they still give Storm an opportunity to get a first down. I don't know what's wrong with this team. They must not like winning money, which is on the line, and they're showing it right now.
And like you said, pretty much what you said in the breakdown at half, this Storm team is looking at them like they don't belong, but they're proving them right with these small mistakes, consistent mistakes. With they were able to stop them. I mean, they were able to, you weren't able to score, but then you punt, and you're trying to take away the punt. I mean, the first down. You don't even do that, so you're giving them more opportunity to take to keep their momentum going. This is a bad look for them in the second half. Much needed defense, much needed offense. We're not seeing consistency on the second half, and they're in trouble if they don't, gather themselves, because Storm has an opportunity to run away with this game.
Heckle throws a Nas on the sideline, who runs for a nice game, picking up the first down. And Hecko on first down, throws the E on the sideline, who cuts inside, dodges 2 tags, runs inside for the touchdown. 28-15. They score again. The question was he tagged? Tell me the play. Malik swore up and down he made the tag. Tell me what you think of the play.
And I'm looking at the play, and it's 3 defenders that go to tag. The first one, I believe it's a miss. This one with Malik, it's close, but it's hard to see if he really got him. So it's that's, you know, in this angle, it looks like a bang bang. It could go either way. So of course, you're gonna be the player to say, I got him. We always do that. Anybody on the field is gonna do that. But it's close enough that it could go either way, and the ref goes with that he doesn't tag him. And the last tag there was a clear miss there. So the fact is, 3 guys are in the vicinity, and nobody's able to come up with a tag. Okay, fine. Maybe Malik was borderline on that one, but there's no excuse for 3 guys to get that for E to get by, and nobody comes away with a tag. Even if Malik missed them, the next guy has to get him, and that did not happen with E coming from across the field, running into the end zone for the score. Now you're not even able to make a tag. You're proving them right about the team not looking like they belong here, and this is plays like that prove them right.
You're in the NFL, a gang tackle.
Yes.
That's what they were supposed to do. If you look at them, the way they're making a tag, they're waiting for E to come at them.
Yeah.
They never stepped up to make a tag to close him off. And that's because they're scared of being in the highlight. Or they're not playing hard, they already gave up this game. Because bottom line, you had a shot to hit E hard.
Yeah.
He's coming through the middle, and nobody made a tag. Now, you can say what you want about anything. 4 officials, 4 different angles, not one official thought it was a tag. That's what I'm saying. Not one official. None of them. All different angles. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be this close when you have 3 guys in the vicinity. Somebody should have made a clear tag, not a borderline tag when you have 3 guys. And right now, the score is 28-15. They're up 13. East New York gets the ball back, driving from the 15-yard line on a terrible return on the kickoff. After a few plays for the first down, Prime 4 rush throws to Chris on the sideline, off target, picked off by E. Prime's 3rd interception of the day, and he gets the ball right back to Storm.
And one thing I gotta say is, the one thing that has been consistent is Prime's bad play. Besides that touchdown in the second half to Nas, and that other touchdown in the first half, he played terrible.
But you got to give him his props. He threw 3 interceptions, but they were to different defenders. He threw 1 to VIP, he threw 1 to Los, and he threw 1 to E.
So
at least he's sharing the love to everybody. You get a pick. You get a pick. You get a pick. So at least he's generous to love, because he's not getting the ball to his team. He figures, let me hand it out to the other team. Because that's what he's doing. 3 different guys, 3 different picks, 3 different vicinities. Good job, Prime. The unfortunate part is, the point of football is to get the ball to your teammates. Storm gets the ball back. 2 short passes from Hecko on a free play to Red in the gap for a decent gain in the first. Next play, Machine is going to fake a block. Tricks are given to stepping over the line. Pretty much ending the game. Storm comes away. They're the champs. And they win 28-15.
And this score makes it look like it was a lot closer than the game.
Yeah, and it really was. Yep.
So this game was pretty much a blowout. You know, besides that one toss up to Nas, you didn't hear nothing else. They had more interceptions than touchdowns in this game.
Oh.
And that's saying a lot. You know, so at the end of the day, this East New York team, I would say for all the other teams that they beat to be here, it's unfair to them that this East New York team was in the championship. It's unfair because I believe that the other teams could have put up a better effort than this in this game. I believe who are the teams that they beat? Matter of fact, can you name them, please?
Well, the last round they beat was KYW, which is Know Your Worth, which is a team that came in with a lot of the Super Friends guys, and they beat that team.
I would have rather seen No.
They was expected to win the championship. That team, yes. I believe that was the number 2.
And again, you're proving that right. I would want to see Know Your Worth playing this championship and maybe see a different outcome, because this was terrible. This was terrible. Besides the 2 touchdowns, one off of a one-handed catch and one off of Nas, catching over a short of the defender. There was nothing else happening in this game. They were all over the place from the kickoff. They made mistakes all the way through the second half. They didn't do practically nothing right in this game. They showed and they proved to the Storm team that they did not belong here. It's unfortunate because Eastern York is a better team than this. I've seen them play better games than this, and I've seen them win championships with better play than this. So that's unfortunate that this is the way that they go out in this season with a terrible play like this in a championship, and they give away a championship to Storm in this game here.
We're gonna talk to Los and from Storm, and we're gonna talk to Chris from East New York, and we'll be right back.
What's going on? Stephen J, Real Tough Talk, here with the championship game MVP. Los Guy had a kick return, had a touchdown, had an interception, has it come away with the win 28-15. What did you have for breakfast? Like, why was you so focused in the zone from the word go?
No lie, I was just hungry since last night, no lie. I ain't eating nothing this morning, I don't eat in the morning. But I came out, my brothers is hungry, me hungry. Let's get that money.
2 chips in one day.
Yeah.
You just won one with YGs and other division, and now you're here.
Yeah.
How you and Machine able to do this, keep the same intensity and energy going into the second game?
Bro, that's working out 3 days a week. Coming to the park, like I said, our brothers give us our energy. They feed off of us. If we ball out, they gonna ball out.
You always dedicate everything to your son.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think your son is thinking right now?
Oh man, he proud as hell right now. I'm proud too, but I ain't gonna cry, feel me?
Yo. Machine, I guess I'm glad you're here. You won 2 chips in one day. How was you able to keep the intensity going? As soon as that game was over, you was refocused for the next game. How were you able to do it?
I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I had tough losses. I had great wins. So I just know I had to keep myself focused as one of the vets of the team, man, to keep the team going. That's it.
This Eastern York team is a good team.
Yeah, they're a good team. You can't sleep on them. You can't sleep on them. Personally, Prime, you know what I'm saying? Prime, you can't sleep on them. He's a sleeper. Yeah. But like I said, man, we did this again.
Like I asked Los, I know Los also dedicate his game to his son all the time. That's your nephew. How are you able to keep the focus knowing y'all gonna forever for the rest of your career play with a heavy heart? How does it feel to be on this side coming into this?
I mean, it feels great because, like I said, we've been chasing it for nephew for a long time, you know what I'm saying? And we finally did it, and I feel good. I know he's happy up there. I'm happy. I'm about to go do my thing.
It's good. We don't usually see Machine smile too much, so it's a good thing when you see him like that. We congratulate this guys, Storm, but these guys got 2 chips in one day, so you got to especially appreciate the greatness on the field. We're going to thank them for being for us. Thank you, fellas.
Shout out to those guys. We appreciate it. I'll get on both teams. First, I'll get on East New York. Their offense was 1 for 3 in the first half and 1 for 4 in the second half with 3 interceptions combined. 2 for 6 with 3 interceptions. Prime should have been benched in the second half. In the second half, the score was, I believe, 22-7. He should have been benched. Call a spade spade. He threw a touchdown his next drive, yeah, but then they punted and he threw another interception. He should have been benched. It was clear he didn't have it. It was clear once they saw his running game was not involved, Storm stepped back and dared him to feed him with his arm. And he couldn't. He threw 2 interceptions. To have Rich neutralize that running game, it was over. And like I said, the way to neutralize it is not only Rich, Machine is coming to make contact if he does run. He never really ran the football, and that's what hurt them. There's no way Meek and Nas both have a touchdown and you don't keep getting them the ball. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Again, I put it on their coach. You are the coach. Stop saying that that's what you are if you're not going to make coaches' decisions. I don't care if that's your son. Prime should have been benched. That's 1. 2, the matchups was terrible. You know that Heckle is a short field quarterback. It should have been a lot more man on man. Heckle's not a runner. I would have played a lot more man and dared him to beat me with his legs. But they didn't do that. They gave them the one thing he loves, field position, by spreading out and playing back. So who killed him? E. We seen the other Nas get involved. He killed them with dump offs.
Yeah.
And then when he needed to, he make plays. Look at that touchdown E got for him on a dump off play. This defense played bad. This offense played bad. Their quarterback played horrible, and their coaching was an embarrassment.
Now, coming off of that interview, obviously, always an emotional interview, it's always emotion involved when you talk to Los and, his dedication to the game. First of all, congratulations to him. I'm going to show, the pendant, always talking about his little one, that passed away a few years ago. So it's always an honor of, the one he lost. And it's always a dedication to that. And I think that is the drive that he puts into this game. And he put his heart into this game.
Yeah.
Got a kick return touchdown, got an interception, and got a touchdown. But he's not the only one who should get credit in this game. E put on a show in this game. 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. He was pretty much everywhere in this game. A lot of guys stepped up, but you saw it was mainly Los and E all over the field, making a majority of the plays. And Hecko staying in control.
And not making turnovers.
Exactly. Staying. And the funny thing is, it's because he had comfort in the pocket. He had protection in the pocket. And these receivers knew how to get open when he needs to throw the ball. So he's not worried about the 5 rush all the time. Or he has to throw the ball quick or anything like that. He's comfortable in the pocket, no real pressure, and he's able to get these passes off with comfort. And whenever you give Hecko that type of confidence in the pocket, he can run up the score. And that's exactly what he did in this game. So shout outs to them. They did almost everything right in this game. They took it easy. It wasn't really a hard-earned championship, but it's still a championship that's still well-deserved for them. They did what they had to win, and that is why they're champs right now.
And Hecko wins back-to-back titles.
Yes.
You got to put him as an elite quarterback, lower division quarterback. You got to, because he earned it. You got guys that dominated in the lower division. Lou, when grind time was coming up, we seen him dominate.
Yeah.
Prime is another one we seen at times be a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah.
With capability of dominate. He's up there with him now. Hecko's up there with them. If he's not the best in that level, second level of quarterback. The guy played great. He won 2 titles. He went to another team and won this title. He's a great quarterback. Got to give him his props. Shout to Disco for going out and getting him. Shout to the Storm team. This team has won a championship that we covered before. This team is very dangerous. And when they come together, they definitely always give us something to show. And shout to that organization. Shout to their owners. And Maz and Disco, definitely great job by them. Great season. Great season. Number 1 seed. And to put it away with a championship, definitely something great to have. So shout out to them. And we're going to wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
We thank everybody. Listen, Lindsay's back.
Yeah.
Watching this, Lindsay's back. And I believe we open up next Sunday. It's going to be a great season. Hopefully we'll see y'all later on in the season, maybe playoff times, however it goes. We want to thank y'all guys for the opportunity. Thank y'all for helping us sign the contract to get us here to do these, because obviously it's contracts and financial stuff that we got to take care of. But once we get all the numbers out of the way, it's our pleasure to cover it and do what we do and just show y'all guys highlights in y'all play. So we appreciate y'all. Great way to put on the show. We had a great time. We covered the summer. We covered the spring. So it was a great time, man. We appreciate y'all guys. On behalf of Real Tough Talk, Stephen J, my partner Ghost, we're going to see y'all next time on an episode of Real Tough Talk. We out of here. Much love, guys.
I'm going to check it. I'm going to put it up. Turn this shit right back around. Turn this shit right back around. What I say? What did I say? Storm on 3. Champs on 6. Let them hear it. 1, 2, 3.